Okay, so I'm back in No Man's Sky again in the PSVR 2 on PS5. This is just the standard PS5 version, so I've not got a Pro, not got a PS5 Pro or anything like that, so I'm just running this to see how it performs. And it's a bit of a mixed bag, actually. I've just gone down here to record this video and it's performing really well. This is the thing. There's a difference between playing this on PC and playing it on PS5. So I've gone into the PC version as well. And the problem with the PC version is I can run it at around 72 frames per second on my system, which is, you know, an older PC now. It's on a RTX 3080. I've got a decent CPU in there, but yeah, it runs relatively solid, but it does stutter. You get these sharp stutters and stuff like that. On the PSVR 2, it's a different kind of performance problem. At the moment, I'm running in reprojection. You know, on PS5 with the PSVR 2, you do run in constant reprojection, so I'm running at 60 FPS, reprojected to 120, but you don't get those sharp stutters or anything like that on the PS5, which does make a difference. But what you will find is that it drops down in frame rate, and this is noticeable. Before I recorded this, I was in an area where it was dropping really badly in terms of frame rates and stuff, but this is actually performing quite well. This is actually better than when I last went in on the PS5 with the PSVR 2. It's performing generally much better, but there's still issues. I've got to say, like at this moment, as I'm wandering around here, there's no issues whatsoever. Let's go and get in the ship, because really all I'm after in No Man's Sky is consistency of performance. I don't mind if it runs in reprojection. It's not ideal, but it's sort of the best case scenario as long as it's consistent performance. And I'm finding that still, even now, overall, the PS5 does give me the most consistent performance. I made a video a few weeks ago, or a couple of months ago now, actually, I think, where on the PC version, I ran this mod called the Decompressionator, which allowed you to unpack some certain files, and it meant that basically it would remove some of the harsh stutters that you get in this game. And that worked, but with each update and each time I go in, I felt like it was still not quite there. In this latest Worlds 2 update, Hello Games have updated the PC version in order to sort of basically do the job of the Decompressionator mod anyway, and it is better. I still don't think it's quite up to the standard that I experienced when I first installed that mod, but you know, it is what it is, and it's better. You don't get those sharp stutters when you leave the atmosphere and things like that. But the end result is, on my system, it's just not powerful enough, I don't think, for No Man's Sky anymore in VR. It's fine. If I play it on flat, it's absolutely fine, but in VR, it just can't seem to handle it anymore. So it's good to just go in and get a little bit more consistency on the PS5 with the PSVR 2, even though you do go through various areas where it will suddenly sort of drop frames. You can notice it really easily, and it's not doing it. You know, I've got to say, like, it's actually surprising considering that I went from one planet to this one and it's not doing too badly at all. See here, this is the problem right here now. You can see it. I'm not. You might not see it on the video, but I'm not hitting frame rate. I'm not hitting even those 60 FPS, and it's dropping down. And that was happening all the time on another planet I was on just now. So it's just a constant battle with frustration. I think all I'm saying in this video is I love this game and I want it to just be consistent and perform. Part of the issue I have as well is we just don't know how long we're even going to get this level of performance. I'm on the base PS5. The PS5 Pro, by all accounts, runs at much more solid frame rate than this. You can see here, you know, it's stuttering here and there. But if I was to even get a PS5 Pro, how long would that make it like a better experience? It's these things that are back of my mind, because really what I want is to just get an update of No Man's Sky that runs pretty much flawlessly on PS5 with the PSVR 2 and just keep that update. That's really all I'm after. And it's not that I don't appreciate all the stuff that they add in, but performance has to come first, especially in VR. And it's, yeah, I guess I'm just a little bit frustrated with it because I want to play this game in VR and I want it to be as good as it has been in the past. That's the thing. It's not like it can't be consistent. It's not like it can't be performant and still look great, because it can in the PS5, but they seem to add stuff in that breaks the game, and you don't know what you're going to end up with at the end of an update. So yeah, I guess I'm just sort of venting some frustrations with this game at the moment, but I still love it, of course. I think it's one of the best VR games you can play. If you've got PS5 or PS5 Pro, this is absolutely a game to get. But then again, can I say that after another couple of updates, when in 6 months it performs much worse in VR? VR obviously isn't a main priority for them. They're supporting a lot of different platforms, so it's always going to be where most people play, and I guess not too many people play in VR, enough for them to concern themselves too much. But there seems to be like a dedicated VR team at Hello Games that does this stuff. It's just it's as a player, it does get frustrating. I've said frustrating about 1 billion times in this video, I think, but that's just how I feel. But yeah, this is running okay actually. I'm not going to be too harsh on them here, but it goes a little bit up and down depending on the planet, the environment, the fauna, and that kind of stuff. But yeah, Worlds Update 2 is adding a lot of different stuff. I've not experienced a gas giant yet, but I'll go and play this game a little bit more. This is my main save. I'm using cross save now with this, so this is the one that I played on PC. I'm playing on PS5 as well now, and it's working great. But yeah, we'll see what happens with future updates and what happens with this one. Yeah, still highly recommended regardless. But sorry for the rambling video yet again, and I'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching this one, and please subscribe if you'd like to see more videos. Probably not like this, but if you'd like to see more videos from me, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.